To read a book for the first time is to make a new acquaintance. To read it for a second time is to meet an old one. This is a tiny saying. This is the feeling you have when reading. Don't you think it's an amazing feeling? Because I think so. Did you know that we use the same portion of our brain to recognize faces as we do to recognize words when reading? Actually, when we read, we do recognize words as pictures and we hear them aloud in our heads. Amazing, right? I feel like reading helps us to mature and to learn without trying too hard. Also, it relaxes me and motivates to read more. If you haven't already noticed, I'm a huge fan of books, and my biggest objective is to instill that love for reading into my group of friends and try to motivate them. We are gonna do something interesting. I told you to try to motivate someone to take up reading, and by someone I mean a kid, an adult, or a teen. Don't you think taking up reading is difficult for children? I mean, they are children. They want to play and have fun, but the objective of the parents is to teach kids that fun, books, or reading can be in the same sentence. This is a demanding task, but I guess I can share with you the actions that my parents use. Firstly, my entire house is full of books, and you might think I'm exaggerating, but we have shelves with books even in the kitchen. Having books around me constantly while I was growing up made me curious. Moreover, the shelves grow from the floor to the ceiling. When I was small, I could reach perfectly to most of the books, so being able to pick the ones that caught my attention incremented my interest towards them. Secondly, seeing my parents read every day and comment books made me jealous, because I also wanted to participate. I mean, who doesn't want to have long conversations about books when being 10? I would like to add that having a place where I could read in peace was something really important. Moreover, doing trips to libraries was really useful because then I used to feel like I could make decisions when choosing books, making me feel in some way powerful. Furthermore, you should respect what they have chosen to read and allow them to leave the book unfinished if they don't like it, because forcing them to read something they hate is going to provoke that they feel like every book is boring and dull. Don't force anyone to finish a book they don't want to finish. You're just creating negative vibes around the experience. Besides, something that I used to do constantly with my parents and sister was creating our own books. We would write a short story and we would make drawings, and then we would exchange our books among us. It was really fun to do, and we spent a lot of quality time like that. Did you know that reading decreases the possibility of having Alzheimer? Are you now wishing you had read more? Well, this is not the only benefit. Reading may help you sleep better. Many experts believe reading calms us and stresses us, so you will fall asleep easily unless it's a page turner that will keep you up all night. Reading can also make you more empathetic, according to our research in the Netherlands. In addition, it improves your memory, writing skills, concentration, critical and analytical skills, perfect for your academic life, right? When I first started writing my talk, I wanted to make some thesis of why people don't enjoy reading, but while I was doing it, I couldn't make a proper one because I can understand it. However, I tried really hard, and this is what I did. As you can see, I have a mind map of the reasons people don't read. The first thing that came into my mind is that maybe they don't know how to read, but nowadays there are a lot of associations that can help you with this. In second place, I was being really creative, and I thought that maybe they were from a different planet. However, we don't discriminate, so you can also go to an association with the ones who don't know how to read. Thirdly, I thought that they didn't have any books, but that's not a problem because we have public libraries where you can rent books for free. Moreover, I spent a few days thinking about how society and the evolution of our mobile phones provoke that we associate books with something boring. Nevertheless, this next group hasn't even an excuse, because even Obama had time to read and write while he was in charge of that little country known as the United States. For the last months, I could only give them the advice to go to a library, buy what calls your attention, and find somewhere peaceful to read. I would like to finish with an advice of P.G. O'Rourke. Always read something that will make you look good if you die in the middle of it.